We're ready for spelling today, Friday, March 27th. Today in spelling, if you need to retest on list 25, whenever you're ready, just go back and pick up that video from yesterday and it'll play the same thing again. So if you need to do that, you can do that after this lesson, or you can stop now and do that and come back, whatever you want to do. And just take 25 and we'll be finished with that list. So we're going to go ahead and move on to list 26 briefly today. We always kind of do a little introduction on Friday and then kind of study our list over the weekend if we're in our regular classroom. So we want to go ahead and kind of open up with 26 today. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have already been studying 26 because initially we thought we'd have another week out of school. But look, we're almost finished one whole week. So there you go. So let's look at 26. Wow, patriotic theme here. Got the beautiful flag there. You have a couple of content words toward the, 11 through 20. All having to do with character, a patriotic theme. So great lesson to have this week as we're thinking about our country and thinking about praying for our country and our leaders and going through this time that we're going through. But before that, numbers 1 through 10, you're using your apostrophe. So we've talked about apostrophes, we've talked about contractions. So this is what this list is having to do with, just contractions. Taking two words, and we want to take a syllable out. Instead of saying you are, we'll say you're. You're going to school tomorrow. You are. So we're taking these words and putting them together as contractions. So you'll look at numbers 1 through 10. You'll see they are numbers 1 through 3. You have a word with are. Numbers 4, 5, and 6, you have two words put together, but your second word in your contraction is will. You'll, will, she'll. 7 and 8, you have put together, would have, would have, and then should have, should have. Number 9, you have shouldn't. So you've taken should not and you've put it together, shouldn't. Made it a contraction, a smaller, a quicker word. And we read a lot of contractions when we're reading poetry, when you want to keep that rhythm going of what you're writing. Number 10 is o'clock. So O apostrophe and then your clock there. Okay? 11, monument. We have talked about different monuments around our nation to different people, to different events. We talked about that in history. We've mentioned several there. There's a monument to Sacagawea. We talked about hers. So just a statue kind of there. Number 12, president. Don't have to explain that word. We know that our government set up. Our commander-in-chief, our leader, is the president. Think about England having a king and a queen, the queen. So we have a president. Easy stuff, right? 13 is general. And you can think of general here as just kind of general being having, we're just going to talk about a general topic today of pets. Not very specific. Or in this content here, general has to do with military rank. So the general shook my hand after the ceremony. So if you could think about military rank, the general there would be what this is pointing to today. Then you have soldier, patriot. A patriot is a person that loves their country, is patriotic, defends the country, whether physically in military service or, they speak and they're always very positive when our country is mentioned. Diligent, you have to have diligence. If you know to serve in any capacity, you have to keep going, keep going. You have to be diligent. You have to keep going and doing what you're doing. 17, hero. 18, success. 19, commander in chief. Again, another um, term for president. The president is the commander in chief of the Army and Navy. And then you have leader. And obviously, you have to be a leader. You have to have those good character qualities, good fruits that we've mentioned to be a leader. No one wants to no one wants to follow a leader that has no joy or no peace or no self-control. You can't lead people that way. So those are good qualities to have. When you're thinking about leading something very small as your, maybe your team, or leading something on a bigger scale as in like a military, endeavor that they're going on. So let's look at our vocabulary words. Allegiance means loyalty. We say the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Daily in school. We say those, we are honoring our flag. 22 is morality, right conduct. And we try to do things that are right. We try to, we're human. We're going to mess up. We have sin nature. We're going to do those things sometimes, but we want the right conduct. 23 is virtue, goodness, and righteousness. Goodness and righteousness. The Bible says, add to your faith virtue, goodness, integrity, honesty, high moral character. A man of integrity will gain the respect of others. When you have a testimony of being honest and trustworthy, that'll follow you forever. It takes a long time to build up that good name. You have to make the right choices over and over and over again. And you to make one wrong choice, you lose self-control, or you lose that joy or that peace, and that's gone. It takes a long time to build it back. So just be sure, honesty, there, integrity. United, joined together, made one. The United States has a written constitution, united. We are united in, we want ice cream. We are all joined together in that. We are united, we want ice cream. Are we united that we want homework? I don't know. I don't think everybody's going to vote to have homework, but we want to be, united now in our country, especially. A lot going on, people gathering around, rallying around each other and helping them. So, united. Okay, so on Monday, this was just a quick introduction. On Monday, we will go over our exercises that go here with our lesson, our list. If you need to take your spelling test over, again, please do so at this time. If you are finished with your spelling list 25 and you feel comfortable with list 26, that can be the end of your lesson today. Maybe you want to copy it. Remember, we're not having seat work every day, assigned seat work. So if you want to go ahead and copy this list one time, because, we've gotten into the habit of doing that every day. So this week's been kind of, finding our groove, kind of getting to what we need to do. But maybe next week we need to start doing our exercises and copying our list so that we're ready. Okay? We've developed that habit. We think about it. So we want to be sure we keep those up. We don't have much longer together. The year's coming to an end, whether we were in our classroom or whether we're here at home. So we want to be sure we're keeping our habits and keeping practice. Okay? So that's the end of spelling for today. If you're following along with us today, we're going to go into health next, and we are going to go over some questions, review, and then just read a page or two, have kind of a light health lesson today, and we'll move into health next.